Finally, already 11 o'clock. Weekend madness, weekend duty. So today we have a small test run to do. I finally purchased the external mic for camera. Let's see how it works. I'm going to post also affiliate link in the description of that video. So if ever you are using your Supremo Air, then oh shit, I forgot. That is closed. Okay, no problem. Let's just take the round trip. But yeah, I ordered from Lazada external mic for the camera. Originally this camera is for Ausec S60 or 60S or whatever is that model. But as far as I tested yesterday at home for a moment, it's also good for Supremo. It has USB Type-C connector, so should be fine. Then another thing that I ordered was a new helmet mount for the action camera, because old one had kind of a small area that's touching the helmet, and since I don't have that classic type with a flat nose helmet, then the old one I had to put kind of on one side. It was not so, good. This one now is exactly in center. Oh wow, looks like it's going to rain. But yeah, total budget for that purchase was, I think, together with delivery, since it came from different stores, was around 500 pesos. So budget friendly if ever you don't want to buy expensive gear. If you are like me, still new in this vlogging thing, then even cheap items, they work actually pretty well. The only negative thing about that external mic for this camera is that it's using the same port as charger would use, so it means that you cannot charge at the same time, which is kind of a bummer, because even though this battery, it lasts like 1 hour or even more, it would be still nice to just, you know, plug into charger and extend your video until your memory card is full. But hey, what can we do? Now, talking about that camera, that Supremo Air 5K whatever, it is quite good if it's daylight, like right now. In the dark it kind of lacks the quality, but otherwise it's okay. Then another thing that I noticed is it charges quite fast. Well, of course, action camera has usually small battery, so it should charge fast, but yeah. And for the price range, that was I think 2,700 pesos, it's perfect for all the beginners. Now, if we talk about camera settings, I am recording 2.7K just because if I will later export it for let's say YouTube or for Facebook, I can reduce the resolution, but the quality is better than if I would record it with 1080p. And video loop is on 3 minutes because it gives me better options for editing. It's easier to just remove some footage if ever needed. Ay nako, isip na lang. One street is closed and everyone is losing their mind. That's insane. But yeah, I think in future we are going to have a lot of footage about those so-called kamote drivers that don't know when and where to drive. For example, simple rules of roundabouts. Nobody cares about those here, especially here in Marbel or Coronadal City. So seems that my Facebook channel got finally monetized. No ads yet and no subscription, but at least if ever you want to support the channel and future videos, then you can send stars. I have a feeling that we are going to get some rain. Hopefully not. I do have my jacket with me, but you know, it's still uncomfortable. I hope that it will. No, I think it's coming. Weather forecast showed 12 p.m. thunderstorms in Tacorong City, and here in Coronadal 1 p.m. Hopefully we can arrive home before that. But wind is picking up, I can already feel it. I feel it in my nuggets. Oh, one more night shift and then it's one day off. Finally, 7 days straight. Sometimes I have a feeling that I'm spending more time in the office than at home. Now going back to the camera, I'm kind of jumping with my topics left and right. Going back to the camera, unfortunately it's not waterproof, so you need basically that casing that you can see here on my handlebar, and that means that I cannot use microphone or charge or do anything. But and also the sound is not exactly what you would want. Everyone is trying to get home fast. The rain is coming. Let's go. But here I don't want to overspeed, because always there is those blue boys out taking down speeders. I hope that the wind noise is not coming inside the helmet too much. I need to purchase new lens because this one is not so airtight anymore as it used to be. And if it's heavy rain, then water is somewhat coming in. I can feel the rain. Now it's sunny again. As far as I know, it's not allowed to travel anymore in cargo bed, but I'm not sure why the checkpoints here, they are not as effective as maybe LTO would be. It should be also their obligation to, you know, worry about safety of the passenger, and traveling that way is definitely not safe. Already because you don't have any seat belts, you don't have any fixed seating that would maybe, you know, save your butt during the accident. It seems like that strict policy, you know, regular checking and regular penalizing is only in bigger cities like Metro Manila, Metro Davao, Metro Cebu, but in province there is no movement towards that, so everyone is kind of you know, feeling themselves comfortable and doing whatever they please. Let's go ahead and slow down, even though, you know, it's Sunday and most likely nobody's checking your speed. It's still good to be safe. Better safe than sorry, because these guys that are you know, the traffic management unit here in Tantangan, they expect you to pay immediately and cash. That's a cool little ride. It will not take you very far, but I'm not 100% sure if you need driver's license for that electric scooter. In Daporong there is plenty of them for sale, but they are actually quite expensive. I'm so surprised. I mean, I think the distance that they can handle was maybe 20 to 30 kilometers with one charge. If they are smaller, and the bigger units were, I think, up to 40 kilometers. So that would not be very helpful for me. Plus the electricity bill that you have to pay. I am happy with this Rusi Classic 250. I bought it on January 10. Yes, January 10. And so far the odometer says 7,615. worst part of riding a motorcycle is when you are wearing a full face helmet and suddenly your nose is itchy. So you should slow down and you know, take your time scratching it, but let it be for now. We will have a checkpoint anyway coming. It's getting pretty dark in here. I think this checkpoint here seems to be the most active one at the moment. They even let the people go down from the buses and so on, so on. But when I'm going to work during nighttime, then of course they are just, you know, sitting around feeling comfortable, especially if there is no high alert. Dude, how I hate this. If you are making U-turn over a couple of lanes, then do not take your time. Okay guys, drop in the comments, what do you think? What's the reason why trucks like to or truck drivers rather, I don't think that truck ones, but why they are always driving on the left lane? They are considered as slow moving vehicles, but they are always blocking the fast lane. On highways I actually kind of understand sometimes if selfish, very selfish attitude, and you can see that every day, and not only once a day, but constantly, like this. Oh shit. Almost home.